the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. Waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to CD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. What's up, y'all? Hit the like button, know you're in the building. What's up, y'all? I'm going to tell y'all now. It's not the fact that we didn't do nothing that I'm mad about. I knew we wasn't going to do nothing. But for me to sit here and watch Ezra Cleveland go to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 6th round pick. For me to sit here and watch Ezra Cleveland go to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 6th round pick. What you want me to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? would have gave a fifth. If I had a fourth, I would have considered it. But I would at least gave a fifth. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, we don't care. Looks like McDaniel and Greer are going all in on the players we currently have. I say we could have picked up a couple of good players to help. Sure. Hope this doesn't come back to haunt us. We got to remember this day. We got to remember this day. I knew that you could go get Ezra Cleveland. Y'all know I study this NFL. Y'all know I study these contracts. You can't find an offensive lineman, a starting offensive lineman at the trade deadline. Everybody want to hold on to him. But this was one of the rare guys that had a contract coming up and they didn't want to pay it. And it ain't like it's about to be crazy buku money. He a guard. Sixth round pick, y'all. Sixth round pick. You see what the Jags did by bringing him in? Will you see what the Jags did? They just became a much better team. And I already know how people are, man. Oh, dude, we don't need them. We good, man. What is wrong with y'all, man? What is wrong with y'all? The Jags OLine already better than ours, and they got better. All right. A 6th round pick. Y'all know who we got in the 6th round last year? Elijah Higgins. The year before that, 4th round pick, Eric Ezukama. Y'all seen him lately? And that was a 4th round pick. The year before that, a 3rd round pick, Hunter Long. Year before that, 4th round pick, Solomon Kinley. Where's he? 5th round pick, Curtis Weaver. Where's he? 5th round pick, Jason Strobridge. Where's he? You see where I'm going with this? The year before that, 6th round pick, Isaiah Prince. 2018, the year before that, 6th round pick, Cornell Armstrong. Pick before that, 4th round pick, Kalen Ballage. You see where I'm going with this? 2017, 5th round pick, Isaac Asiata. 6th round pick, Vincent Taylor. See where I'm going with this? Year before that, 6th round pick, Jordan Lucas. Jakeem Grant, for what it's worth. Year before that, Cedric Thompson, Tony Lippett, 5th round, Bobby McCain. I'll give you that one. Jay Ajayi. I'm going to stop right there. I got to go back to 2015 since we hit a 4th, 5th, or 6th round pick. I got to go back. I got to go back to 2015 to get to Bobby McCain and Jay Ajayi. 8 years. And you can't go get Ezra Cleveland for a 6th round pick? Maybe they didn't want to deal to us, TD. Why? Why? Brian Flores said don't do it. Is that why? Like for real? Like why? Get any people a fifth round pick and get that man in Miami. That's all I'm saying. This man ain't just a guard, y'all. He a dual threat. The man can play tackle better than any tackle we got now besides Armstead. And he's a really good, great guard. I just don't understand it, man. I'm with you, TD. Bills and Jets made some moves. Jets ain't do nothing. That move was trash. That old lineman was trash. I mean, he old, he washed. But the Bills made a move. Or the Bills did make a move. That's a good pickup at the cornerback position. That's a really good pickup at the corner position. I just don't understand it. People saying, what if they didn't want to trade with us? That's why you offer more. He's worth the fifth. See, this is the stuff I be talking about. I just read a comment that said you acting like Ezra is prime Zach Martin. You acting like Ezra is prime Zach Martin. This is the stuff I be talking about, y'all. Like some people, they why is it so hard to explain to people an upgrade is an upgrade? On a scale of 1 to 10, if I got a 5 player and there's an opportunity to go to a 6 player, an upgrade is an upgrade. What are y'all talking about? Y'all ain't finna run my blood pressure today. You ain't running my blood pressure today. You ain't finna get me out. You ain't finna trigger me today. You're not gonna trigger me today. You people saying, why waste the draft pick? You people saying he ain't even that good. He better than what we got. And y'all stop the cap. The man is a good offensive lineman. Stop. Y'all love diminishing stuff just because, it didn't work out. So let's make the Dolphins look favorable. Let's make our team look favorable. Stop. Chris Greer should have, he had to get this deal done. Do y'all see what we dealing with on the O-line? You know what it is? This is what it is. This is what it is. You like that Broncos game, O-line, huh? You like that Panthers O-line, huh? That Panthers game O-line. You like that Giants game O-line, huh? Yeah. You love the both New England game O-lines, huh? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? How you felt about the Buffalo O-line when we played Buffalo? What about the Eagles? How you felt about the O-line? How about those two teams, the ones that batter that's in the playoffs, that's actually in a real contention race? How about that O-line? How did you feel about them? Y'all just falling in love with the Carolina Panthers version of this team, the New York Giants version of this team, the Patriot version twice, the Broncos version. Oh, we just falling in love with that version of this team, huh? What about the Eagles version? What about that Buffalo version more than anything? What about that version of the team? Oh, we just that just happened. We don't care about that. That's what you're gonna get in the playoffs. Like why is it so hard for people to have the essence of wanting to win a Super Bowl? Not just wanting to be good and whatever happened. I love you, support you no matter what. We all do that, obviously. You just can't make this stuff up, man. Remember well, shout out to the homie Glenn, man. Love you, brother. Love you, man. Love you, Glenn. Love you. But you can't make this stuff up. You can't. Ezra wasn't playing up to his ability to be traded for a sixth. I'm not concerned. Okay. Chase Young wasn't playing up to his ability to be traded for what they got him for either, huh? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Leonard Williams must be wasn't playing up to his ability for them to get what they did. Kevin Bayard to the Eagles must be wasn't playing up to his ability either. Stop. These guys were on contract years and the teams are about to go through rebuilds and go in different directions. They don't want to exhaust a certain amount of money when they know that they potentially about to hit a reset. They still want to be competitive, but any contract on the team where they got to lock themselves in with too much uncertainty, the Vikings got too much uncertainty. They ain't trying to sign nobody to no new big massive contract. They want to see how the rest of this season play out yet, and he was one of the only people on the roster that was on the chopping block. Danielle Hunter too, but at the end of the day, nobody would give enough. Chase Young was a third round pick to the 49ers, and they used the compensatory pick. Oh boy, and it reminds me of the first round pick we gave up for Bradley Chubb. Rasul Douglas to the Buffalo Bills. Ezra Cleveland for a 6th round pick. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a little triggered by us not being aggressive. I'm just, you know what? I'll make my point when I come on the other side of this, but supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. Here's a quick word from our sponsors, y'all. If you've ever thought, why in the world is my wireless bill so high? Then let me tell you about Mint Mobile, who I'm partnering with for today's video. You might already know Mint Mobile if you've seen those funny commercials from Ryan Reynolds, who is also an owner, but let me quickly tell you how awesome this service is. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for as low as $15 a month, and you don't have to sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data. They're built on the largest 5G network. They keep costs low because they sell direct to you online. They cut out the retail stores and salespeople. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. Mint also offers a modern family plan that lets you set up a super affordable family plan with as little as 2 lines. Trust me, Mint is so easy to use. When you're on YouTube, listening to podcasts, playing games, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. I see no difference. It only takes about 15 minutes to switch, and Mint has great customer service if you need help. Many people think switching services is hard, but it's not. It's easy. And now, as a special limited time offer, you can get their unlimited plan, which is normally only $30 a month, for just $15 a month. That's a 50% savings off their already super low price. It only takes 15 minutes to pay as low as $15 a month for your phone plan. It really is that simple. Use the link to get started. It helps out my channel. If you've already made the switch, let me know in the comments how easy it was for you. Listen, man, y'all donate to the channel because we got to get Chris Greer Mint Mobile. All right? Because something wrong with his phone. Something wrong with his phone. We got to go ahead and listen. I ain't never asked people to donate on this channel. Man, y'all send it through. We got to get Chris Greer Mint Mobile, baby. We got to. We got to get him something reliable, man. Y'all already know supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. The link is in the description of the video. Click on that link. Take advantage of the opportunity. Mint Mobile, ladies and gentlemen. Man, Ricardo Green said, TD, I was really surprised y'all slept on Ezra Cleveland. I was, excuse me, I was not happy he went to Jacksonville. Jags are a problem. Go Bills. Sorry, TD, but Lester Cotton got us. That's not funny. It is, but it ain't. Robert Cardoza, we getting Connor and Armstead back this week. Could you have imagined? Could you have imagined? Like, you want to like let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all my outrage. Okay. Like, we've been claiming all of this Tua near versus non-Tua near, Tua non, and all that stuff. We've been, everybody rides for Tua and stuff like that. But where is the outrage when we don't do everything possible to take care of him? Because I'm gonna tell you now, any big loss, who we gonna blame? Who do we blame every time we lose big? Every time we lose, who did they blame versus Buffalo? Let me know in the chat. Who do we blame for our offense getting shut down versus Buffalo? Let me know in the chat who was to blame. Every time this season we lose, I already know it's going to be the same blame. It wasn't no Tua. That ain't who they blame. They blame the OLine not allowing Tua to do Tua. And of course, there's opportunities to still make plays. Tua has to take some of the blame too. But at the same token, this has always been my take on Tua and my point. And this is why people need to stop arguing the facts. Tua ain't the type of guy that's going to overcome a bad O-line. We out here rushing as it is, the fastest team in the NFL to get rid of the ball. And every time you run into a team like Buffalo, who don't care about running safeties deep, you beat us, but we going to send pressure, get all up in you underneath, keep everything in front. We ain't going to give you no time to heave up no deep ball. Do y'all remember the Buffalo game? Tell me in the Buffalo game, do you remember any deep balls? Let me know in the Buffalo game, do you remember any deep balls? Yes or no in the chat, because I might be off. Maybe I'm thinking of another game. Do y'all remember any deep balls? Or was it the Eagles game? Any deep balls? Pause. Any deep shots in the Buffalo Eagles game? Maybe and I don't remember, but let's just say we had one just in case I'm wrong here. But my point is still being made. Any? You know why there weren't any or many? Because they don't care. They're going to send the pressure. They're going to keep everything tight. And they're going to make sure that our quarterback utilizes that 2 seconds to throw the ball. And that way they don't have to worry about the deep ball. Eagles 38 to Tyreek TD. Oh, okay. The 38, that sweet spot. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, remember last year? We'll be on our own 30 or 40, and we used to throw 30, 50 yards down, 45, 50 yards down the field all the time. In the middle of the field, splitting the D. Have you noticed we don't take any shots deep like that anymore at all? The only deep shots we take are between the 38 and the 42, and it's a quick throw up to Tyreek, and he beat the guys, and it's a touchdown to in stride, by the way, which is amazing. Have you noticed, like last year, we did it at a rate that was unreal, like 3 or 4 times a game, a heave in the middle of the field. 40, 45, 50 in the middle of the field. Do you see that? Like I don't even know if we've done it once or twice this year, like in the middle of the field, deep. I ain't talking about the 25-yard crossers. I ain't talking about the 18-yarders, maybe even the 30 on the deep ones going towards. I ain't talking about those. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones Tyreek used to have to slow down and jump ball or Waddle. Y'all remember those? You notice we not doing that no more? because people are being more disciplined running the cover two, and they're keeping everything else up close. It's still leaving the middle of the field wide open, but once again, you got to get rid of that ball quick. And any team that forces us to get rid of the ball quick, but they taking away that first read, it gets tough for the Dolphins. Not to say Tua can't do it sometimes, because sometimes I'm impressed and he actually get that first one not there and he move out of the pocket and find somebody. I've seen him get better at that actually this year. Still not on the level that we're going to need him to, but it's better. And that means he still has opportunity to keep getting better, and maybe he'll reach that point. But right now, we need to make sure that our O-line is A100 to make sure that he can be the best version of himself. If Tua can't be the best version of himself, ladies and gentlemen, we are not winning a Super Bowl. And what y'all need to come to understand is Tua doesn't determine whether he can be the best version of himself. What's happening around him determines that. And that's pretty common with all quarterbacks. So don't think that that's a dig on Tua. Now, some quarterbacks can still elevate their play to make up for some of the lack of around them, but all of their numbers are going to go down whenever you're struggling up front in the trenches. This was your opportunity to take care of that man in that regards. But guess what? Jacksonville does it. Jacksonville does it. And what I'm saying to y'all is this. You going into the playoffs with Teron Armstead, Ezra Cleveland, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, and Austin Jackson, we all feel great. We all feel great. And guess what? One of them go down, we still feel good. And we're talking about against the best teams in the league, not the Broncos, not the Panthers, not the Giants, and not the Patriots twice. We're talking about the best teams in the NFL. Because so many people, I keep seeing this crap. Oh, no, we're good. We're good with the guys we got. They've been playing better. Man, they ain't playing nobody. Things even out, ladies and gentlemen. Things even out. You wonder why even Tua averaging 360 yards a game at one point. Why is it down to 320 now? Probably less than that. It might be 290 now. I don't know. It still might be just over 3. But things even out. And now we're going to play the biggest part of our schedule. Things will even out. We're number one in this. We're number one in that. We're number one in this and number one in that. With a large margin. And nobody's paying attention in the NFL. The last 2 weeks, we're still number one in this and number one in that. But that margin done got about here where several teams are one game away from being number one and we're number 2 or number 4. Things even out. When you look at everybody's schedule in the NFL, you have to recognize we've had the easiest go so far. It doesn't mean we're going to have the easiest schedule for the season, but so far we've had the easiest go. Some of these teams have already had a tough go and they're about to have the easy go. And when they're out here putting up numbers and winning games in a row and catching up, then you'll see, oh, okay, and now I see. It makes sense now. We get all blown out of proportion because technically we've had a very favorable situation to start the season. Now, that ain't taking nothing away from the Chargers game. That is a good, hard-fought victory by the Miami Dolphins. That's why I haven't named them yet whenever I go off. But the Broncos were not the team that they are now. They've gotten healthier, and they've starting to understand what Sean Payton wants. Totally different team. That's why everybody like, oh, we beat the Broncos 70-20, and the Chiefs lost. Well, with that logic, the Patriots beat the Bills, and the Bills demolished us. Stop with the crazy logics people out here using. Chiefs just lost to the Broncos. That means this will be an easy win for Miami. Right. Right. Whatever to make us feel better, right? Oh man. We had an opportunity to get better as a team today and we choose not to. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world because you know what? They got a plan. They're sticking to it. We just gotta hope as a fan base that it works. We don't have to like it, but we might win a Super Bowl and win it handily and be like, yeah, hey, let me shut up. But right now, this is just how I feel about it. I gotta be honest. Like Carter, like when you come in here and you say, TD, you're overreacting. How can you tell somebody else how they can react? You're underreacting. Like, like telling somebody else how they're reacting. Like, I want you to really think about that. You're overreacting. It's my reaction. It's my reaction. There's no right and wrong in a reaction. There's just time will tell. See, because I've been doing this channel over 5 years now, and I've heard so much over the years about you're overreacting. All the way back from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, you're overreacting. What in the heck have we gotten out of it? Tell me everything that people have said I've overreacted for about. Obviously, I wasn't, because what do we have to show for anything in the last 5 years? It looks like my reactions are always spot on because the end result tells us exactly what my concerns have always been. I'm overreacting. But then we go to Germany and the Chiefs D-line and defense obliterate us, and all we gonna hear is, oh man, the O-line, Chris Greer should have fixed the O-line. And ain't nobody gonna come back and say, TD, you weren't overreacting. You were right. That's how we are. We just, like, gosh, it ain't nothing wrong with being critical of your team because you want to see them win. You think being a fan is just saying, hey, whatever they do, I'm with it. Yeah, you're lying. You listen, I will tell anybody who thinks that you are a liar, because if the Miami Dolphins right now went and traded Tua Tagovailoa for Zach Wilson, there ain't a soul in this world that's going to sit there and be like, let's go Dolphins. We got a plan. It's going to be all right. I think this is a great move. Stop lying. Stop lying to these people. Y'all want to act all high and mighty like y'all the right compass of being positive and never negative about the team. No, you pick and choose what you want to be positive and negative about. And once again, if the Dolphins traded Tua Tagovailoa for Zach Wilson today, ain't a soul in the Dolphins community gonna be sitting here, oh man, I think this is a great move. I mean, Zach Wilson's winning. You see how you see that last drive on oh my gosh, he won't help win the game. No, you ain't finna do that. You gonna be, man, we'd all lose our brains. We'd all lose our mind. So stop sitting here trying to make it seem like y'all the moral compass of being positive or negative. Stop. It's just a matter of your opinion and what you believe is right and wrong of the team. But guess what? I always leave a possibility on this channel of time will tell. If you say one thing and I disagree, I ain't calling you wrong. I ain't calling myself right, but time will tell. Time always tells. I ain't expecting to be right all the time, but time always tells. This is the problem with society today. We sit here and get in our feelings because somebody got an opposite opinion. Listen to their opinion, disagree, sit back and let time tell you whose was right and whose was wrong. And guess what? If yours was right, you take note. Yeah, they were wrong. If yours was wrong, you take note and say, oh, they were right. Man, I ain't see it that way. And move on. It's that simple. It's that simple. But no, everybody got to get all up in their feelings. Feelings. Oh, my feelings, my emotion. Oh my gosh, he said this player isn't good and I like that player. That hurts my soul. Oh no. Oh, can somebody cancel him? Help me. What are we going to do? Stop. Man, you are allowed to criticize your team if you feel like they've done something that isn't favorable to the overall success of what we're trying to win, and that's win a Super Bowl. Period. You do not have to go along with the get along and just agree with everything they do. You don't have to. You don't. If you draft no egg monogamy and you're like, this is a trash take, don't worry about them people saying, oh man, this is a great move. You don't know football. Why are you shouldn't be a Dolphins fan. And then when time ends it, now don't get me wrong, I was selling no egg monogamy, so I was wrong. Okay. So I ain't gonna sit here and make it seem like I'm high and mighty on this one. I was one of the main people selling. Now, man, I think that Noah he's young, he's talented. The floor is gonna develop into this and that. I was selling him. And I was wrong. And guess what? I ain't embarrassed about being wrong. Move on. I admit I was wrong. And it feels good to be on the right side of it. After being on the wrong side, it's that simple. I ain't got to get in my feelings. I ain't got to be mad at people or try to double, triple down and this and that. No, I ain't got to have a problem with another man or woman about the fact that he didn't work out. People get too much in their feelings, man. So I don't like what the Dolphins did today by not moving heaven and earth to try to go get Ezra. I thought that was a huge opportunity for us to solidify the O-line, and then we got guys right where they belong. Eichenberg is a great backup. Wynn is a great backup. Robert is a great backup. Lester Cotton, you ain't gonna get me on that one. All the other guys, they are good backups, and I will be just fine and proud to know if a starter go out, this is what we got to deal with. Okay, but some of these guys are our starters. Even when Teron Armstead and Connor come back, we got a starter or two on the line that you ain't proud of. And guess what? Ezra Cleveland would have changed that for a 6th round pick. And guess what? If you didn't sign him and he would have left in free agency, you might have even been eligible for a 3rd or 4th round compensatory pick. You would have profited. If he would have came here and played well and you didn't want to give him a contract, you might have turned a 6th round pick into a 3rd or a 4th round pick through the compensatory. Just like Chase Young. 49ers used the compensatory pick to get him because a minority got promoted in Tennessee's front office. So they got a 3rd round compensatory pick. They took the 3rd round compensatory pick and gave it to the Washington Commanders. And guess what? If San Francisco decide, we're not going to sign Chase Young. We're not going to sign him long term. San Francisco gets a compensatory pick, a 3rd rounder for him. If they let him go in free agency to sign a big deal somewhere else, they get their draft pick back. They get to use him for the season. Pretty much free with a $2.6 million cap hit. That's it. They'll sign him long term. They actually have the money. Yeah, they may. But if he bombs out or something and they're like, nah, we ain't we ain't gonna do it. They get it back. Like, these are opportunities. I don't understand how we sitting here and just watching them come, like, just pass by. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just passionate about this stuff. You know, some of y'all call overreacting. I just care a lot because I ain't gonna lie, man. I study this team. I study the books. I study the draft picks. I study our money. Y'all don't understand winter is coming. And I ain't talking about December and January. what you see now of a roster this year and next year, we might not have a roster like this for a long time because they're going to give Tua that money. I'm telling you, they're going to give him that money. If Daniel Jones got 40, you might look up and Tua get 55. They're going to give him that money, and winter is coming. This year and next year is the best roster we going to have for a while. I'm telling y'all, don't think 2026 and all of that stuff, we going to be, I'm telling you, if y'all understand anything about salary cap and the way our contracts are structured and these guys, best case scenario, we'll replace our best players, but we got so many elite guys like X, Ramsey, what's his name? Armstead, Tyreek. You know, we got so many elite players. What are the odds of bringing in players in the draft or free agency that's even as good as them? Even in free agency. Where you going to get your next Tyreek Hill in free agency or the draft? You might, but man, we talk about possibility or probability. Anything's possible, but the probability of finding a new Tyreek Hill in the NFL is literally less than 1%. Armstead always hurt, but what is your chances of finding another left tackle as good as him and healthy? Your next Xavier Howard, what are the chances to have an interception leader? That's all I'm saying. People need to think about this stuff, man. Even if you replace them with solid players, they won't be that good. Therefore, the team won't be as good. They're solid, but we had a lot of solid teams in the last 20-something years. People don't understand what we're dealing with now is a luxury that we couldn't have never thought we could ever have. We ain't got nobody else on this roster we could flip 3 first-round picks and keep on flipping them forward like that. We ain't gonna have that. Christian Wilkins ain't no Laramie Tunsil from a value standpoint. Let's get that straight now. That's why I want us to go all in and do it all. That's why I'm passionate about it. That's why I get frustrated because I done seen this book. I done read this book so many times. And we always go back and blame a new thing to blame every year. And then, man, we got a chance to leave it, no question. But we got to wish the best. You can't cry over spilled milk at this point. We got to wish the very best for our team, and hopefully we can stay healthy and we really attack the rest of this season and finally get in the postseason, hopefully with some health and do something special. That's what we're left with. So I'm excited, but at the same token, it's just a moment that I feel like we missed a huge opportunity, but it is what it is now, man. I just had to get it out. Love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm about to actually digress a little bit, come down a little bit. I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. Might even take tomorrow off outside of Bleacher Report and the Roundtable. Y'all come check us out on the Roundtable tomorrow. Remember, we got the first episode at 6 p.m. for the NFC North Roundtable. So that's going to be pretty lit. Y'all come over there and hang out to support the new channel, NFC North Roundtable. Our company, Roundtable Sports, is expanding. So for those who didn't go subscribe to the NFC North channel, go subscribe now. It's literally like 100 away from 1,000 subs. So in 2 days, 3 days, or whatever it was, we already got like 900 subs over there. Help us out, get them to 1,000. We greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm about to chill for the rest of the day. Take the kids maybe to a little festival or around, have some fun for Halloween. And maybe tomorrow kind of chill a little bit. Thursday, I'll try to be back for Thursday night football. I'm not sure, but last month I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little drained because I worked hard. And it may not seem like I worked very hard on TD Fans Talk channel. I did a lot on the channel, but I did a little less than normal, my normal working hard, because on Bleacher Report, I did a lot last month, and I'm so appreciative of it. But at the same token, it's work, man. You know, trying to provide great content on a consistent basis. When they call, hey, can you talk about this or do that at a moment's notice? So I like to wrap the month up like that. So I'm gonna probably take a day or two. I might even go live. Who knows? Because we got some injury updates. Javon Holland's still in the protocol. So I'll probably be live, but I ain't doing long. I'm not doing long streams this week, okay? Outside of maybe Thursday night football. So if I come to you, it'll be just like this, a quick hitter, even though this is 45 minutes. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for every single one of you that watch the channel. When I go on my ramps and I clap back at some of y'all, it ain't personal. I'm just doing me, responding. So don't take it personal. If you do, I'm sorry. It ain't meant to be that way. If you don't forgive me, oh well, it is what it is. And I say that humbly. But yeah, man, I'm just grateful. I'm blessed to have an audience that rock with me and appreciate what we do. And maybe later in the week, maybe Thursday, we'll do a little bit of that film study too. I know Indian 2 is great, so we'll get all that caught up. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. We're going to be all right. But Sunday morning, no matter what, if you don't tune in this week, Sunday morning, y'all already know. Bright and early. Let's go. I'm going to do a pregame show. Wake up. Maybe I might even do a little morning breakfast. I don't know yet. But this game is it. I need it. I need it in my life. Come put it in my life. Y'all know what time it is. But I need it. I need this victory versus the Chiefs. A loss to the Chiefs, man, it ain't the end of the world again. Because we built ourselves some cushion. Congrats to us. But, come on. They not even playing good football this year. We got to beat them. We got to beat them. If you want to talk about a weak, good team, this is the one. This is the weak, good team. Right now, they look weaker than Baltimore, Philly, Dallas. I mean, they look every game they barely win. And they done played with a lot of scrubs too. So we got to win this one. If we don't win this one, man, it ain't the end of the world. But I'm just waiting on that moment where I'm like, yeah, I feel good now about the playoff potential. Because right now I'm worried about the playoffs. Do we have enough? Everybody like, yeah, we just got to be better. We killed ourselves. That's games. Those are games. We done had games that we killed ourselves more than the last game versus the Patriots. No, not the Patriots, but the Eagles. We dropped the ball or we did this and we could have still beat them. We've had games with more mistakes than that and blew out teams. So we need this one. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Let me go get a baby some love. Oh, well, quickly. Ramsey was our deadline trade, basically. I'm good. I guess. I want to see a Hail Mary situation with Tua. No, the one thing I can tell you we've been fortunate of this year, because we haven't won any comeback games late at the end, other than, maybe we ain't win no comeback games where we have the last possession and we got to get it done. And we got to, maybe this game, it'll be close enough to where we're tested like that. Because either we're blowing the team out or they're blowing us out, other than the Chargers game, really. And I don't count New England because I don't know why it just feel like we should blow them out every time, but we haven't. It is what it is. All right. TD, did you see our trade? Chase Claypool is big. All right. Ben Jones would be a good addition at the OLine, and he a free agent. Yeah, but let's see. Right now they're gonna be scavenging for the guys who've been sitting on the couch all season. We'll see. Just pray Taylor Swift doesn't attend. She won't attend. She's starting her little international tour thing. I think Miami should have got a O-line because some of the O-line will be able to come off IR lists. We only have a few spots left. I know nobody's talking about that, but I'm going to hold off for another 2 weeks to see if anybody else goes on. Then it's a real issue. We only got 3 guys that can return from IR at this point, I think. 3 more spots, and the NFL cuts you off. So they got decisions to make. All right, y'all. Again, I'm out of here. Love y'all so much. Peace. I'm out.